Hello, readers, and welcome to Read and Succeed. Today we are here with one more book titled as Under the Lemon Moon, written by Edith Hope Fine and illustrated by Rene King Moreno. So, as we see the first page of the book, readers, what do you observe? We observe that there's a girl standing in her garden because there's a lot of greenery around her, right? There's a flower here, there's a flower here, and there's so many leaves that are around here, right? And she's holding a lemon in her hand, right? She's holding a lemon in her hand. So let's move forward. Under the Lemon Moon by Edith Hope Fine and illustrated by Rene King Moreno. Deep in the night, Rosalinda heard noises. Whiss, shh, snap. What is that? She wondered, slipping from her bed. She peeked out past Mama's garden with its papa's clothes scarecrow and past the wash line. Way back by the lemon tree, something was moving. Readers, something was moving. What do you think was that something? Let's see. Heart thumping, Rosalinda crept to the doorway. Blanca, her pet hen, fluttered down from the rafters. Buck, 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 brogged Blanca. Shh, shushed Rosalinda. The lemon wedge moon gave only a silver of light. She waited for her eyes to grow used to the darkness. Then she saw branches shaking in the shadows. Rosalinda looked harder. A man with hunched shoulders was stuffing lemons into a cloth sack. Her lemons from her tree. Okay, readers, you see that there was a thief. There was a man. The thief had hunched shoulders and he was stuffing lemons into a cloth sack. And those lemons were Rosalinda's lemons. And the lemons were from Rosalinda's tree. Let's read ahead what happens. So you can see that this is the clothesline, right? This is the clothesline. And Papa's clothes are hanging down and dangling from here. And this is Rosalinda. And here's a scarecrow, right? And this is the hen, Blanca, the pet hen of Rosalinda. And this is her garden, right? This is her garden. With Blanca under her arm, Rosalinda slipped out and hid behind the scarecrow. Who is this night man? Why does he take away my lemons? She wondered. Okay, so we can see that there's a man standing here, and I think this might be the lemon tree, and he would be taking away the lemons from the lemon tree. Okay? Scrock! Blanca flew to the scarecrow's head. Rosalinda wobbled its stiff arms. "Aye!" cried the night man. He grabbed the sack and fled. So as you can see that because of that little hen, Blanca, the night man, he heard the noise of that hen, and then he ran away with his sack and fled away. Okay? So we can see that this is the lemon tree and this is Blanca, the pet hen, and this is the field. Okay. In the morning, Rosalinda touched the stump of a broken branch. Not a single lemon was left on the whole tree. A tear slid down her cheek. "Oh, mi arbolito, my little tree," Rosalinda crooned a sad song. So we can see that how attached Rosalinda was to that tree, how much that tree meant to her. That lemon tree meant a lot to her. So a tear slid down her cheek. So this is Rosalinda. She's holding the broken branch and seeing that there was not even one lemon left on the whole tree. And look at her expression. She is so disappointed. Look at her. As Blanca brocked along, she loved her lemon tree almost as much as she loved Blanca. Why Blanca? Why did he do this? Rosalinda asked, clutching a bundle of twigs. Blanca's feathers drooped. By the end of the week, many leaves of the lemon tree were yellow. Some had fallen. Rosalinda's worries got bigger. First the nightman, now her tree was sick. After breakfast, Rosalinda listened to the thrum thrum of Mama's loom. I must do something, Rosalinda told her parents. So, children, if you might be wondering what's loom, see, loom is this thing which is used, which is used to like make clothes or weave clothes out of this machine which is made out of wood. Actually, your feet are here, and when you press them down, this loom, it goes ahead, and that makes the thread come together, and it makes a beautiful design like her mama is making. See, there's a bird she's made. Okay. Perhaps someone we know can help, Mama suggested, smoothing Rosalinda's long hair. A neighbor or friend, or your abuela, added Papa with a hug. He turned back to his workbench. Rosalinda set out. My tree is sick. What should I do? Rosalinda asked her neighbor, Esmeralda. I talk to my plants, said Esmeralda, tending her lush flower garden. I did that, thought Rosalinda. Aloud, she said, Gracias. So as you can see that Rosalinda has set out into her neighborhood, and she's asking each and every person that how to help a plant. So this is Rosalinda's neighbor, and her name is Esmeralda. She's asking her that what she can do to improve the condition of her plant. And here comes trotting her little hen with her. So we can see that they both also have quite a bond. She caught up with Senor Radolfo, her friend of few words. My tree is sick. What should I do? She asked. Much water, he said, heading for the nearby Mercado, the marketplace. I did that, thought Rosalinda. She remembered the heavy buckets of water she had lugged to her treat. Aloud, she said, Gracias. So, with hope, she went to Senor Rodolfo, Mr. Rodolfo, and she asked her that what can I do to help my tree, and here's a hen trotting coming with her. So she asked that what can I do for my tree. He said that you can add a lot of water, and then she thought that I have done that too. Okay, let's move forward. When Rosalinda arrived at her grandmother's house, Abuela was sitting on her porch in the morning sun. Rosalinda settled in close to her, watching Abuela's knitting needles flash. What should I do for my tree, Abuela? It will take time for your tree to heal, Mija, she said. I will light a candle for you. So, Abuela means grandmother. Okay, so we can see that Rosalinda has come to her grandmother to ask her what she could do, right? I haven't done that, thought Rosalinda. Aloud, she said, Gracias, Abuelita. Abuela eased the worries from Rosalinda's forehead with a warm hand. The candle will help, Rosalinda, Abuela said quietly. Perhaps it will summon La Anciana, the old one. She helps things grow. Everyone had heard rumors of La Anciana, of her powers for bringing rain and making crops grow strong and tall. Tell me again, Abuela, said Rosalinda. For many years of full moons, Abuela began. It has been said there lives an old wise woman with gentle eyes. She walks the countryside, helping things grow. Where can I find her? Asked Rosalinda. No one knows, but they say La Ansania will come when she is needed. Rosalinda thought hard. I need you. Please come, Ansania. All day and night Rosalinda waited, but La Anciana did not come. We can see that Rosalinda's hopes were dropping, that everybody has given her suggestions, but only grandmother had given a different suggestion, and that was not being fulfilled in the specific time. Be back by sundown, called Papa, as Rosalinda and Blanca left the house early the next morning. Rosalinda waved. She walked and walked, searching Blanca, puk, 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 at her heels. Everywhere they went, Rosalinda called, Anciana! Anciana! So we can see that Rosalinda desperately wants to meet Anciana and call her to help her plants. La Anciana did not answer. Maybe she isn't real, Rosalinda said to Blanca. Brock, clucked the hen as if she understood. So we can see that they both have quite a point, that even the hen was answering to Rosalinda's questions. Right? Okay. As the sun slipped down the sky, Rosalinda told Blanca, "We must go home." They circled back through the mercado with its colorful stalls and busy shoppers. So, mercado is basically a market, right? Then Rosalinda stopped. Limons, said a sign on the last stall. Behind a man and woman rocked a baby. Their two small children played nearby with pebbles. So limons is basically lemon. Okay, she found a woman who was selling lemons. Okay, she went to her. So this is lemons. This person is selling lemons. Okay, and this is a woman who's sitting with her small child, and other two children of hers are playing behind. Right? Rosalinda knew this man with hunched shoulders who was selling lemons. He was a night man, and the lemons were hers. Rosalinda shivered. She and Blanca ducked behind a stall lined with bright marionettes. "It's the night man with lemons from my tree." Where are you, Aunt Sienna?" stammered Rosalinda. She stroked her quivering hen's soft feathers. So as we can see that she found the night man, the person who stole her lemons, and he was selling it in the market to this lady, right? Okay. "I am here," came a low, sweet voice. Rosalinda jumped. Before her stood a woman with silvery hair. Her wrinkles were deep, her eyes were gentle. Rosalinda knew, filled with wonder, she couldn't speak. "You have looked far for me, Rosalinda," the woman said. Okay, so we can see that Rosalinda, with her hen, has finally found La Anciana, right? She has found La Anciana at last. "Tell me," asked La Anciana. The woman listened as Rosalinda whispered her story. "To take your lemons was wrong," La Anciana murmured. "Perhaps he had a need." From her flowering sleeve, La Anciana pulled a strong branch with tiny buds. "Mira, watch," said La Anciana. "Recuerda. Remember, the moon will be full tonight." Rosalinda listened with her heart and mind as La Anciana spoke of how to heal the lemon tree. So this is La Anciana gave her a small branch with buds on it so it might grow. She put that branch on this tree. This is Rosalinda. The night Rosalinda crept outside her lemon tree. She closed her eyes. "Mira, quiero criarlo." "Watch and remember." Rosalinda tore an old rag into strips. She held La Anciana's branch against the stump of the broken branch of a lemon tree. They fit as naturally as a fat lemon fit in Rosalinda's cupped hands. Round and round she pulled the ribbons of cloth binding the two branches until they held as one. Moonbeams poured over the sickly tree, making yellowed leaves look silver. Tired, Rosalinda curled up under her tree, dozed. She woke with a start when Blanca barked. Rosalinda rubbed her eyes, astonished. Her tree glowed golden in the night, dripping with lemons as big and round as baby moons. Okay, guys, we can see that there's so many lemons that have grown on the tree. Now, how does it relate to the title? The title of her book was Under the Lemon Moon. Now she's saying that her tree glowed golden in the night, dripping with lemons as big as and round as baby moons. Okay, this is how we relate this with the title of the book, right? See how it related to these baby moons. See, this is very yellow and bright, right? Okay, and this is the hen, Blanca. She's dancing in the air. Arms wide, Rosalinda danced around the shimmering lemon tree. Blanca followed, wings a-flutter. So you can see that she has given lemon to these people and they're eating and having fun. And she's gonna sell it, I think. The next morning, Rosalinda told Blanca, I know what to do. She piled fat yellow lemons into a wooden cart. Blanca perched on the lemon pyramid. Off they went together. Friends and neighbors greeted her on the way. One by one, Rosalinda gave away the amazing lemons. Oh, que grandes! How big! Gracias, said Esmeralda. Hermoso, said Senor Rodolfo. Lovely. Que jugosos! How juicy! Gracias, said Abuela. So everybody was happy with the lemons that Rosalinda had just got from her lemon tree. And here clucking behind her is her hen, Blanca. When Rosalinda had given away all but one of her lemons, she headed for the last stop at Mercado. Rosalinda stared at the night man as he stared back. Then her warm hand touched his cold, rough hand, and she gave him his last fat lemon. Le siento, I am sorry. The man lowered his eyes. Rosalinda found her voice. Siembre las semillas. Plant the seeds, she told him. Do it tonight while the moon is still full. The man was quiet. He tilted his head towards his family with their worn clothes and hungry faces. For you and for them, said Rosalinda. I will do as you tell me, he said. So as we can see that Rosalinda had quite a warm heart, that even though she gave that lemon, that last fat lemon, to the man who had stolen the lemons from her lemon tree before this. Rosalinda smiled with a puck. Blanca flip-flapped into the little cart for the ride back home. She settled in content. Rosalinda felt content too, except for the one fat hen. Rosalinda's cart was empty, but her heart was as full as a lemon moon. This is the end of the story. So, children, what do you think was the message of this story? What do you think that you would have learned from this story? It's the importance of kindness. That even though that night man stole Rosalinda's lemon, she gave one lemon to him and suggested him to grow a lemon tree out of it. That maybe La Anciana would come and help him grow that lemon. So, this story gives the message of how important kindness is and how kindness will come back to you. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching this video for me. I hope that you would post your questions in the comment box. Have a nice day. Bye-bye and have a great